Hello students, in the previous video we discussed about how we can prepare soluble salts and highly soluble salts, that is sodium potassium salts, then calcium, magnesium and zinc, other salts. Now here we are going to discuss about insoluble salts, salts which are insoluble in water, how we can prepare them. So please keep watching. Method 3 is for insoluble salts. The salts of calcium, magnesium, zinc, lead and copper which are insoluble. Now the list of insoluble salts, we have studied solubility. I have discussed in one of the videos previously about solubility. So if you are not well versed with solubility, you can watch that video, solubility of salts. Now here we have the insoluble salt, the list. Calcium, we have the carbonate and sulfate, both are insoluble. For magnesium, carbonate, and for zinc the carbonate is insoluble. Lead, the carbonate, chloride and sulfate are insoluble, and for copper the carbonate is insoluble. So we have 8 salts ready in front of us which are insoluble. The method used is called precipitation because there will be 2 solutions which will be mixed, solution A plus solution B, and one insoluble salt will settle down as a precipitate. So it is called precipitation and another solution is formed. The reaction involved is double decomposition. Both the solutions exchange their radicals and they form the salt, insoluble salt. And 2 solutions are mixed and we get a salt in the form of precipitate and another compound in the solution state. So this is called the insoluble salt. Precipitate is filtered out. You can filter and separate the salt. So let's begin with the double decomposition reaction. Okay, so the first salt is calcium carbonate. Calcium carbonate, we need calcium ions, Ca++ ions, CO3- ions. Okay, now calcium ions, what are the soluble compounds of calcium? We have discussed it is calcium chloride is soluble, calcium nitrate is soluble. So these soluble salts are there. See how important is solubility. Please watch the video on solubility of salts. I have already uploaded. Please watch that. Okay, calcium chloride, calcium, both are soluble, so we can take care. We cannot take any other compound. Carbonate ions, we cannot take carbonic acid. Many students write H2CO3. Please don't write H2CO3 anywhere. H2CO3 or carbonic acid, which is unstable. If you make H2CO3 and keep on your table, in few minutes it is gone. Only water remains, carbon dioxide escaped. So carbonic acid is not there. You will not find a bottle labeled carbonic acid in the laboratory. You cannot see that. So we will not have carbonic acid. What we will use here as soluble carbonate, like sodium carbonate, Na2CO3 soluble, potassium carbonate is soluble. So you can use any of that. Okay. So you can have 2 plus 2, 4 reactions possible here. Calcium chloride solution. This is aqueous solution of calcium chloride plus Na2CO3, sodium carbonate, which is also aqueous solution, and double decomposition reaction take place. The radicals exchanged. Calcium now will get the carbonate part, which is insoluble, PPT, plus sodium will go with chlorine, so 2NaCl. This is soluble, aqueous form. So this is the reaction, right? I think you got it. The next possibility is calcium chloride plus K2CO3 instead of Na2CO3. Plus you have K2CO. This is also aqueous solution. This is also aqueous solution. As I always mention, sodium and potassium are twin brothers. If anything is possible with sodium, potassium will also do that. If Na2CO3 is there, K2CO3 is definitely there. Okay, right? So we have calcium carbonate. The radicals are exchanged, precipitate plus 2 KCl. This is aqueous form, right? In solution. Now the other 2 reactions are calcium nitrate. We have calcium nitrate, CaNO3 whole twice, which is aqueous, and we have Na2CO3, AQ, aqueous, double decomposition, CaCO3, insoluble precipitate, plus 2 NaNO3, sodium nitrate. Then we have calcium nitrate, AQ, aqueous form, plus K2CO3, AQ. Okay, and what you get here now? Calcium carbonate, insoluble precipitate, plus 2 KNO3, potassium nitrate, which is in aqueous form. This also is aqueous form, right? So this is how we get calcium nitrate. Now let us take calcium sulfate. Calcium sulfate. For sulfate, the soluble salts of calcium CaCl2 and Ca NO3 whole twice, calcium nitrate, both are there. And the sulfate part, we can have H2SO4, or you can have Na2SO4, sodium sulfate, or you can have K2SO4. Okay, right? So I will show you the first two, right? Calcium chloride AQ plus H2SO4. Okay, you can have H2SO4. So this is dilute or AQ. You will get calcium sulfate, CaSO4, which is precipitate insoluble, and you have 2HCl, okay, which is aqueous form, dilute form. Then CaCl2 AQ plus Na2SO4. Okay, this is also aqueous form. So you get CaSO4 precipitate plus 2 NaCl, which is in aqueous form. Now CaCl2 plus Na2SO4, similarly you can write K2SO4 also, as I said, twin brothers, you can easily write that. Okay, I will write with calcium nitrate now, CaNO3 whole twice AQ, aqueous form, plus H2SO4. Okay, this is AQ or dilute. You have CaSO4 precipitate, which is insoluble, and 2HNO3, which is aqueous. Okay, then we also have CaNO3 whole twice AQ with the Na2SO4 or K2SO4. I'll write K2SO4 here this time. Okay, so you get CaSO4, which is insoluble precipitate, and 2KNO3, which is aqueous. So I think you got how to make calcium sulfate now. Now let's take this salt, magnesium carbonate. Magnesium carbonate, the carbonate has to come from Na2CO3 or K2CO3, right? Now no need of carbonic acid, we cannot use carbonic acid, I already mentioned that. Now for magnesium ion, what are the soluble compounds available? MgCl2 is soluble, MgNO3 whole twice nitrate is soluble, MgSO4 is also soluble. So 3 and 2. Okay, so I will write only with Na2CO3 now. K2CO3 you can try yourself, right? Then MgCl2, which is aqueous solution of magnesium chloride, and Na2CO3 AQ. Now usually the board papers have only sodium carbonate, potassium carbonate is not asked usually. In case it is asked, you can replace Na with K. Okay, so MgCO3 insoluble salt plus 2, what is present here now? Come on, Na and Cl, so 2 NaCl, which is aqueous, right? Now let us take the next one, magnesium nitrate, MgNO3 whole twice, which is also aqueous form, plus Na2CO3 AQ. So you have MgCO3 insoluble salt plus 2 NaNO3, which is in the aqueous form, right? Then we have MgSO4 in the aqueous form, and Na2CO3 sodium carbonate solution, the aqueous form. And what you have now, MgCO3 coming insoluble precipitate plus 2, not 2, it is Na2SO4 sodium sulfate solution. Okay, so I hope you got it, how we make magnesium salts. You can watch the video again and again if you are not getting, so that you will get practice, and practice it in writing so that you will remember it. Okay, now we have the next salt, zinc carbonate, insoluble salt of zinc, zinc carbonate. Okay, carbonate part we take Na2CO3, or you can take K2CO3. For zinc, soluble part is zinc chloride is soluble, zinc nitrate is soluble, and zinc sulfate is soluble. Okay, so these are there. Now I will write equation only with Na2CO3. Okay, K2CO3 you can try. So zinc chloride solution aqueous plus Na2CO3 solution, sodium carbonate solution aqueous, will give zinc carbonate insoluble precipitate plus 2 NaCl, which is in aqueous form solution, right? Then next is zinc nitrate, ZnNO3 whole twice plus Na2CO3 sodium carbonate solution aqueous will give zinc carbonate insoluble plus 2NaNO3 sodium nitrate, which is in the aqueous solution form, right? The next is zinc sulfate ZnSO4, which is also aqueous. This also is aqueous, plus Na2CO3 aqueous solution. It is soluble in water. Yes. Then you get zinc carbonate insoluble salt precipitate plus Na2SO4, which is in the aqueous form. Okay, right. Now this is how you got zinc carbonate. Now let's take lead carbonate. For lead carbonate, the carbonate part is Na2CO3 sodium carbonate or K2CO3, and for the lead part, the only soluble compound available is PbNO3 whole twice, lead nitrate. So you have only one choice here, right? So you should be happy. You don't have to write so many equations. Only one equation to write, right? Okay. So lead nitrate, yes, aqueous, plus Na2CO3 aqueous. What you get? PbCO3 lead carbonate insoluble precipitate plus 2NaNO3. This is aqueous. So this is formed. That's all for lead. Now for lead chloride, again we have lead nitrate this side. Yes, only the lead nitrate, and this side we have hydrochloric acid, or we can take NaCl sodium chloride solution. Okay, so two equations possible, PbNO3 whole twice. You can also write KCl, which I am not writing. Okay, aqueous plus HCl, 2HCl, lead is divalent, aqueous or dilute hydrochloric acid. You get PbCl2 insoluble salt precipitate plus 2HNO3, which is aqueous. Okay, right. Then the next is PbNO3 whole twice, lead nitrate salt plus NaCl sodium chloride. Okay, aqueous. We need 2 NaCl, right? So you get PbCl2, which is precipitate, plus 2 NaNO3, which is aqueous. Okay, so that's about lead salt. I hope you got it. Lead carbonate and lead chloride, two salts. Now we have copper. Now, okay, we have one more salt on lead. Lead sulfate is also insoluble. Let's see lead sulfate. For lead sulfate, again the left side we have only lead nitrate. This side we have sulfuric acid or sodium sulfate, Na2SO4 or K2SO4, which I don't write. Okay, so we have two equations therefore, PbNO3 whole twice, which is aqueous, plus H2SO4, which is diluted or aqueous, you can say. So you get PbSO4 insoluble salt of lead sulfate plus 2HNO3 nitric acid aqueous, right? Next we have PbNO3 whole twice in the aqueous form, plus we have Na2SO4 sodium sulfate is a soluble sulfate, aqueous, right? So you get PbSO4 insoluble salt precipitate, yes, plus we have 2NaNO3 sodium nitrate aqueous, right? That's all about lead sulfate, two equations only. Now we have copper carbonate, the last in the series. Copper carbonate. Carbonate part we have Na2CO3 or K2CO3. Okay, I will write only Na2CO3, and this side copper soluble salt is CuCl2, CuNO3 whole twice or CuSO4. Three soluble compounds. So three equations possible: CuCl2 aqueous plus Na2CO3 aqueous. You get CuCO3 insoluble salt plus 2 NaCl, which is aqueous, right? Now second one, CuNO3 whole twice, copper nitrate aqueous plus Na2CO3 aqueous will give CuCO3 insoluble salt plus 2 NaNO3 CuSO4. Now then NaNO3 is aqueous. This is aqueous plus Na2CO3 aqueous gives CuCO3 insoluble salt plus 2, sorry not 2, it is Na2SO4 which is aqueous. So that's about a copper salt. Okay. So students, I hope you understood how we can prepare insoluble salts by precipitation method. Now you can write your query if you don't understand. I can explain that, or you can watch the video again and you can subscribe. The next video we will talk about the remaining salts, the other methods used for the preparation of salts. So thank you so much.